As the intervention specialist, my job at Heritage Christian is to make sure that students who might have disabilities or any kind of condition that affords them a 504 plan or an IEP, that they can succeed in the classroom as well as any of their peers. So if we have a student who has significant challenges in reading, then I will work with the student in the classroom to make sure that they understand their reading and writing assignments. I can give them help with that. And if they need help with the underlying skills of reading, I can also pull them from the classroom for some small group reading instruction. I am an Orton Gillingham certified instructor, so I work with students who have dyslexia, and I work with students who really have challenges with reading. We teach them in a systematic way using multisensory materials, and that has proven to be a research-based, very effective program for increasing kids' reading skills. Another thing that I do is work with students with math. We have math remediation, where we use lots of manipulatives to make sure they have a concrete understanding of numbers and what they represent. So if you are in my classroom, you see us using lots of materials to learn math. We don't just drill with cards, but we get out base 10 blocks. We'll get out actual money, and we'll do a lot of practice so that students actually understand what those numbers mean. So an intervention specialist is creating interventions that allow students to fully understand the material. Sometimes that's in my classroom, but most of the time we are included in the gen ed classroom. I want each of my students to know that God created them exactly as they are, and that they are precious in His sight. And whatever challenges any of us are born with, we aren't simply the sum of our challenges, we also have strengths. So every single student that I work with, I expect them to succeed. But I also want to help them understand the challenges they have and learn how to rise above them. Spiritually, I call on Jesus constantly within the classroom to let them know Jesus knows who you are. He knows the challenges that you have. We can pray about this. So let's figure out how to rise above them, and let's figure out where your strengths are too, because you've got plenty of those. As the intervention specialist, I will work with lots of different materials in order to help students understand what the core curriculum is offering them. For writing, I can help students who have challenges with fine motor skills. I can get them lined up with some assistive technology where they can use speech to text through their Chromebook. For students who have trouble with reading, at the grade level, we can get audio versions of their assignments so that assignments that aren't in reading are read out loud to them to make the assignments accessible to them. Those are the kind of things that an intervention specialist does. We try to level the playing field so that the disability isn't affecting every aspect of their academic progress. What is special about my position at Heritage Christian is I have the advantage of working with the students at all age levels. I can be in all of the classrooms working with students on IEPs and 504s. It gives me an opportunity to learn the students throughout the school. There are times that I am helping students who don't have disabilities, and I feel very fortunate that I'm not restricted to just one classroom, but that I can come in and see all the wonderful things happening in this school. At IEP meetings, I hear from districts many times a lot of praise about how much time students who have unique learning needs are given to have small group opportunities to learn. We are a small enough school that we are really able to meet the individual needs of students, to be creative, to be able to move students to a situation that will allow them to succeed. We don't treat children as numbers at the school by any means. We look at what exactly they need in order to make progress in the core curriculum, and we find ways to meet that. And I don't feel that many other schools have that kind of freedom that we do here.